Okay, no, that is not hand-painted Mexican tile. It's an example, though, of how people are turning a kindergarten craft supply into some really sophisticated projects. Creator Jill Broadbent is here to show us the possibilities of air-dry clay. It's so good to see you.
You too.
Okay, so back to that picture for a minute. Your daughter actually made that for your birthday.
Yes, she just got home from Mexico, and she kind of wanted to recreate those Mexican tiles with like our house number on it, and it turned out so cute. But it's so easy.
Well, I think that's where the surprise lands. In fact, I'm shocked to see the level of projects you're able to turn out.
Right,
From
it's
such
like you're playing with your Play-Doh, but you are actually making things that will last and that'll be special, but kind of at the same price as just your block of Play-Doh.
Let's show people what we're talking about.
This is the brand. This is the brand you want to go with. They have it at craft stores, Amazon. It works so well, and it's air dry. So you don't have to cook it, don't have to put it in the oven, but it does take about 24 hours, depending on how thick your project is, about 24 hours to dry.
Okay, and before we show the process, let's show off
what we make.
Projects.
Right? There's so many different ways you can do it. I kind of got started with this whole envelope idea.
You stop it right now.
Isn't that so fun?
That is beautiful.
I started making those for Valentine's Day as a fun little thing to give to your girlfriends. And there's just a lot of different ways you can go about it. The envelope is so easy because all you do is roll your dough or your clay into a square, and then you fold it in. You just have to put something inside while it dries to keep it from collapsing on itself. Right. But you can see I've done different sizes, and then the fun part comes in. Do you want to paint it? Do you want to cover it in a pattern? These patterns are all just napkins. So look here, you can see a lot of different varieties. Your My Mind's Eye, or this is Mary Mary. Those brands have the cutest, trendiest patterns. And then this one was a really fun one that I found on Amazon. And you just have to take the ply apart.
So you want the thinnest layer.
You want just the colored layer, not the white layer. And so you peel it apart.
Here it comes.
Yep, and then it's just basically, you could probably even just use a cute tissue paper if you found one that you liked. You need the one ply and Mod Podge. And then you can, so you can see on this one, I covered it with that napkin.
Oh, Jill, this is stunning.
And then I painted the stripes. So the stripes are painted with paint, and then that's covered in the napkin, but look at the fun, cool, like Anthropologie, right? Like it has a very fun,
I was going to say a Shishi Park City
the back
boutique.
I didn't worry about, but you know it's going to hang on the wall. I made it like with a nail hole so you could hang it, and then you could put flowers inside, you could put notes inside, pens and pencils inside. It'd be so cute.
So Anthropologie.
So the other thing that to know is the difference is in how you finish it off. So this one, do you see how glossy that is?
Yes.
That's using this UV coating. Right here. The black bottle with the pointed tip. Yep. UV resin. And you set it with your UV light that you do your nails with. So if you have that light already at home for your manicures, you are going to set the UV resin, and it's set in 60 seconds.
So to clarify,
and you get this hard, shiny finish.
The clay is already hard.
That's the clay when it dries. That's how it looks.
Overnight.
Yep, overnight.
So you shape it, you lay it out to dry, and it just sits, and then
that is going to give you this finish. Mod Podge alone is going to give you this finish, which is nice, but a little more matte. And then this one here is sprayed with a gloss sealer. So just like whatever level of shine or finish you want, there's no wrong way. So any of that will work. And then even your stamps, like if you have some from your just rubber stamp collection, you can stamp it right into the clay while it's wet. So I did letters. These would be cute little magnets. Or even stamped patterns into that to make its own little shape.
The bowl. How did you get, we have about 20 seconds left, but how did you get this little ribbon edge?
Just by folding it in, like just kind of with my finger, pinching that. Like this one, I didn't even worry about finishing it.
Just let it land.
You can make it as smooth as you'd like. This one I smoothed out.
Jill,
but these others I kind of left rough. And then even by putting that gold frame on the edge, it kind of finishes
that gold paint
This one, I made a frog for your flowers. So you could just put it on the top of your vase. But how fun to give your girlfriends a gift with a fun little handmade frog. And
I mean, big girls or little girls. I hear girls camp counselors calling right now. This is it.
But it's going to be fun. It's going to be something they'll keep and last, and it's so easy to do.
Okay, where can we get more inspiration and projects like this from you?
Crafty Afternoon on Instagram. So
we'll meet you there. Air dry clay, not just for preschool. We're bringing it back in a really posh way. And move over Anthropologie. These are stunning. Great job.